Another day looking for bargains, people. Been to 5 charity shops, spent £23.50. Let's show you what we picked up today. So there's at least a couple of things that we picked up where we'll be able to sell them for at least around £30 to £35 individually. So on those 2 items, should be able to make our money back and some good profit. So today we won't start off with the t-shirts. We're going to start off with something even more random. Just a little Mr. Potato Head off Toy Story, a collectible figure, where his arms move. That was only 75 pence. Not loads of profit on that, but sell that for around 4 to 5 quid. Just very nostalgic, and I love that shit. Second item we have is a little kid's pair of Adidas trainers. Do need a clean. The laces are quite mucky, and the trainers definitely need a cleaning themselves because there's a bit of muck on there, but they were only 50 pence. Very good steal. Replace the laces with some brand new ones, give the trainers a bit of a clean, make them look brand new, sell them for around 8 to 10 quid, so for 50 pence, very good pickup. Then we have this vintage Walt Disney Winnie the Pooh ceramic piggy bank. Very cute. If you've seen my previous videos, you know I love picking up Winnie the Pooh stuff because it does sell well. Yeah, but that was only £2, I believe it was. £2, should sell that for around 8 to £10. So there's a lot of Winnie the Pooh ornaments and ceramic types of stuff, piggy banks as such. And yeah, go for around 8 to £10, sometimes more, depending on how big they are or what they are. Next one we have, I pick up loads of rackets because they sell very well, guys. If you can find them cheap, £1, £2, you can sell them for at least £10 sometimes up to 15 quid. Over the last couple of months, I've sold loads of rackets, squash rackets, tennis rackets, badminton rackets, and they've all went for at least £10. So yeah, I picked this one up today. This is just a badminton racket, and that was only £2. So like I was just saying, should be able to sell that for at least 10 quid, especially with it having a cover on there and it being pretty much brand new, because it's all in immaculate condition. But even used ones, guys, I've been selling them for at least £10, so keep an eye out for rackets in general because they do sell well. The next 4 or 5 we have are a bunch of t-shirts, guys, so I usually start with them, but to be honest, today's best purchases were t-shirts. So let me blast through these quickly. This one was £2. And it's a brand called Spiral. I think this one was. Spiral, the brand is. Very decent brand for printed and graphical t-shirts because they do front and back printed t-shirts. This one's like a wolf t-shirt. And again, Spiral and similar printing with wolves on. I've sold them for around the £10 mark, so for 2 quid. That was a good pickup. So that's a brand to keep your eye out for, guys. Spiral. And this next one was a brand called Wild. And exactly like Spiral, they do just similar types of printing, but on front and back. So that's the brand called Wild. This one was £3.75, so an extra £1.75. But again, sell them for around 8 to 10 quid if they're good graphical ones. And this one is like a funky dragon graphical one, stood on some skulls and bones and type of shit. Yeah, £3.75, should sell that for around 10 quid. And this next one we have, a football jersey, a Manchester City one. Very nice sky blue colour. Can't remember which year it's from, to be honest, people. But yeah, a very nice t-shirt, decent condition, and that was only 5 quid. And that easily sell for around 15 quid at least. Football jerseys do sell very well. Kids ones can get rid of them for around 10 to 15 pounds, sometimes a little bit more. But adult ones between 15 and 30 pound, depending on what the actual jersey is. But the next 2 guys, so these are the ones that we were waiting for. These should sell for at least 25, definitely at least 25, but up to around 35, sometimes up to 50 quid if they're very vintage, which a couple of these ones are. Look at that bad boy, doesn't look like much, but just bring it. And then the bad boy, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's signal on the back. Symbol, I should say, not signal. Yeah, an authentic one, guys. WWE, WWF, back in my time. That's a nice Rock. Just bring it t-shirt. Easily sell that for around 30 quid. But this one, people, holy shit. When I seen this, I was like, oh my god. It was like a kid at Christmas. But wait for this bad boy. Nothing on the back, but it doesn't matter because wait for this. Eddie Guerrero, man. Absolute vintage retro. That one, absolute mint the printing on that. Classic character from back in the day, people. But yeah, that one easily sell for around 35 quid. I didn't tell you the price on that Just Bring It one, but it was the same as this one. It was £3.50 for these 2 wrestling t-shirts, but should easily sell them for around 30 to 35 quid. Sold a couple around the same type of era, Stone Cold Steve Austin ones, the Rock and Sock connection, so that had The Rock and Mankind on the front, and they both sold for 35 quid. So this one, very, very good steel, as well as the Rock one, to be fair. But that Eddie Guerrero one is absolute fire. Absolute fire. I'm just gutted that they're not my size. They're both size XL. But if they were size small, medium, I would be wearing them every day of the week. Absolute mint. But yeah, £3.50 for those two. But in total for all of that shite, guys, that was £23.50. Let me know what you think. Would you have picked any of those t-shirts up or any of the other small little bits and bobs? But if we can turn those two wrestling t-shirts into £30–35 each, there's 70 quid made back straight away, and then decent profit and a lot of other items to sell. Yeah, that was today's haul, people. A lot of good items, some decent ones that we turned into potential profit. Let me know what you think.